To get people excited about Boost Mobile's new nationwide 5G network, we're offering unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month.
Forever.
Even if you have a baby.
Even if your baby has a baby.
Even if you grow old and wrinkly and you start repeating yourself.
Even if you start repeating yourself.
Even if you're on your deathbed and you need to make one last call.
Or text.
Right, or text the long-lost son you abandoned at birth.
You'll still get unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month with Boost Mobile.
Forever!
After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Unlimited plan.
Forever.
And now, a next-level moment from AT&T Business. Say you've sent out a gigantic shipment of pillows, and they need to be there in time for International Sleep Day. You've got AT&T 5G, so you're fully confident. But the vendor isn't responding, and International Sleep Day is tomorrow. Luckily, AT&T 5G lets you deal with any issues with ease, so the pillows will get delivered and everyone can sleep soundly, especially you. AT&T 5G requires a compatible plan and device. Coverage not available everywhere. Learn more at att.com/5G network.
The Love Affair event is back at Whole Foods Market through Valentine's Day with sales to help you celebrate that special someone. Set the tone with gifts like scented candles and Whole Foods Market's 24-stem bunch of roses. Skip the reservation and make a sizzling surf and turf with deals on quality steaks, lobster tails, and more. Dessert pro tip? You'll find their chocolate-covered strawberries in the bakery department. Feel the love with delicious savings at Whole Foods Market.
Changing Times, the Allenwood Conversations.
Sponsored by the Meadowlands Hotel, Tralee.
Welcome back to the Late Late Show. My next guests are two Marys, one of who is a national broadcasting treasure with a 40-year career, including hosting Eurovision to a worldwide audience of 300 million. The other is a two-term President of Ireland who signed the Good Friday Agreement and helped bring peace to our island. On their podcast, they usually ask the questions. However, the main one tonight is, will I get a word in edgeways? Would you please welcome Mary Kennedy and Mary McAleese? Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Now, whose idea was this podcast? I'm assuming
Mary's, really.
Mary, you suggested it to Mary.
We were both talkers.
We are both talkers.
It was suggested to us
that we like to talk, and we are both... Why do you look so surprised?
I just love you together. It's great.
And it was a suggestion that was made based really on the rising popularity of podcasts and the one with Alistair Campbell and Rory Stewart, where there's a bit of banter as well, you know. So we brought the idea to Dundara, to Enda Grace, who is producing me on the Moving West series for TG Cahir. And he has a lovely setup in Allenwood, in his little village in Kildare. And it kind of just mushroomed, and then it grew and it grew. And we've done season 1. This is actually the beginning of season 2. The first episode dropped, isn't that what they call it?
Oh, they say it dropped. That's what the kids say.
Yeah, I know. Dropped
by coincidence. You will not believe, but the coincidence is that the first episode was with a young rower, believe it or not, and you've just had 5 amazing rowers
I know.
Which I believe you did at Electric Picnic.
We
with
did.
Philip Doyle of our parish on
Yes.
County Down, who's a young
bronze medalist
a young
from
doctor who
Paris.
could just as easily be a stand-up comedian.
And he's a handsome man.
Oh, he's just fabulous.
Wouldn't it be great to be good-looking and funny?
Did you know his...
And a rower.
You didn't know his daddy. I knew his daddy back... His daddy was a cameraman with BBC.
Is that right?
I knew, but he died young.
I love the fact that we're now chatting as if there's no cameras here at all. No, tell me now, who would his daddy be?
His daddy, Eamon, worked at BBC way back in the day, and I would have known him and Philip's, he's an only son. And what I loved about him was, after the Olympics, what did he do? He took his mummy away on a holiday.
He did.
I thought, that's lovely.
And he came to
Every
us in
son
Electric
should do
Picnic.
that
And he came
after
to you
the
at
Olympics.
Electric Picnic.
Yes.
And I believe that one of you went home early and was sensible after Electric Picnic, and someone else stayed on for the party, Mary Kennedy.
No, I didn't stay on for the party. I stayed on for the gigs.
The
and
gigs.
It was the Wolf Tones.
You went to see the Wolf Tones.
The green...
It was brilliant.
I didn't know what
Wolf
picture was coming up there. I literally said, and this is me on stage with the Wolf Tones. I was going... That wouldn't have been on my bingo card.
They were absolutely electric. They were in the big field, And they brought on Kelly Harrington, and it was just, the vibe was fabulous. Because when I was a youngster growing up in Clondalkin, we used to go to the Embankment on a Saturday night and the Wolf Tones would be playing, so we knew all the songs. We sang along.
And we have footage of you singing along with them.
I obviously missed all this, but my kids were astounded that I was at Electric Picnic.
And we loved it, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We've packed it out.
We did.
We had a packed tent of people who were melting in the heat. It really it was such a wonderful day. I could not get over it that we hadn't been there before. Will they ask us back, do you think?
Hope they do. I hope they do.
Yeah. But we didn't actually disgrace ourselves. My kids thought that we disgraced ourselves by going in the first place and raising, obviously, the average age by about 20.
Yeah. At least!
Yeah. The lovely thing about the podcast, and one of the things which I know you're passionate about, is dialogue, trying to find that common ground in the middle. Do you think it's getting more difficult these days to find that common ground?
I think social media has just made dialogue almost impossible. Everything is reduced to nasty little snide comments that you can fit into 140 things on what used to be called tweet. I don't do tweet or Twitter or any of those things. I stay away from social media. You're better at that kind of stuff.
I like
than
Instagram.
Me. You're more comfortable. I hate them.
No, I don't.
And I just feel so exposed on them.
I use them as a vehicle to promote our podcast.
Oh, you do? That's true. Yeah.
That's legit.
This is true. It does have some advantages.
I feel I'm sitting in on the podcast here. I love the way you just go from
when
one to the other.
When are you coming in, Paddy? When are you coming in for us to interview you? You said you would.
We have to drag you in down to Dundara.
Hang on a second. I said I would do it.
I know, you did.
And can we say also
you've all heard that now, right?
The setting.
Yeah. We have witnesses.
The setting where we record our podcast, Changing Times, is really very convivial. It's not in the city. It's out on the Bog of Allen. We make tea first. Mary brings the Tunnock's tea cakes and tips it because she's addicted. And also, we are
thank
really...
you for telling everybody that. Thank you.
And people love it. It's a conversation. And we're really delighted that for season 2 of the podcast, we're being sponsored by the Meadowlands Hotel in Tralee, which again is the regional feel of it. It's not Dublin-centric, and we like that about it, don't we?
Are you inviting me for a weekend in Tralee? Is this?
We're inviting you to the Bog of Allen for a morning or an afternoon, and tea and Tunnock's tea cakes.
Tea and Tunnock's, I'm there.
That's hard to say.
We'll pick this up, chapter 2, whenever we meet again. I mean, we've only just scratched the surface with you guys. I think we should call this the Two Marys. I think this is what this should be.
You think?
I think.
In opposition to the Two Johnnies?
I think they wouldn't stand a chance.
Would they not?
They genuinely wouldn't. Guys, the Two Marys podcast, Changing Times, the Allenwood Conversation. It is back today, season 2. The new episode has dropped. It will be released every Tuesday wherever you get your podcasts. I am delighted to say you're going to stay with us. But for the moment, would you give it up for me, McAleese, and Mary Kennedy?
Thank you.
Changing Times, the Allenwood Conversations.
Sponsored by the Meadowlands Hotel, Tralee.
The new Boost Mobile network is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month for life.
That sounds like a threat.
Then how do you think we should say it?
Unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month for the rest of your life?
I don't know.
Until your ultimate demise.
What if we just say forever?
Okay.
$25 a month, forever.
Get unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month with Boost Mobile forever.
After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Unlimited plan.
And now, a next-level moment from AT&T Business. Say you've sent out a gigantic shipment of pillows, and they need to be there in time for International Sleep Day. You've got AT&T 5G, so you're fully confident. But the vendor isn't responding, and International Sleep Day is tomorrow. Luckily, AT&T 5G lets you deal with any issues with ease, so the pillows will get delivered and everyone can sleep soundly, especially you. AT&T 5G requires a compatible plan and device. Coverage not available everywhere. Learn more at att.com/5G network.
Looking for a snack that's better for you and irresistibly tasty? Grab a bag of Skinny Pop Popcorn. The original, ready-to-eat popcorn is made with just 3 simple ingredients, and it still delivers all the light, airy, and satisfyingly salty flavors you love. Share a bag of Skinny Pop with your favorite people, or just keep it to yourself for some endlessly enjoyable solo snacking that lasts and lasts. Deliciously popped, perfectly salted. Skinny Pop. Popular for a reason.